So welcome everyone. My name is Hanan Daqqa and I'm the founder of Not Another Home Movie Process and Film Festival. So what do I mean by Not Another Home Movie? Not Another Home Movies are short films about family, 3 to 5 minutes. How are they different than home movies? Home movies are recordings of moments. They don't tell a complete story on their own. They don't reflect on the past. They don't find meaning and wisdom to share with a wider audience. But Not Another Home movies do reflect and connect and find meaning and wisdom in the past. They are artistic, meaningful stories about family. So, how did I start? How did I get into the storytelling, the home movie genre? So, it all started with my own journey, with my own feelings. All the journey it took me to connect to my feelings. As a Middle Eastern woman, a Muslim woman, I was pushed away from my feelings. They would say, feelings lead to sin. Better focus on your mind. I did focus on my mind. I blocked my feelings. And this took me as far as becoming one of the top 10 in the country in high school. That was good. I still remember my mom dancing in her white flowy dress. She was happy. And I still hear the phone ringing with the good news. But inside, part of me was still insecure. Part of me was kind of blind. I didn't really know myself. So, the first test came when change took me out of my comfort zone, moving to college. Moving to college, my life became a mess. I couldn't be one of the top students anymore. My feelings became louder than my mind. So, slowly, I started to connect through spirituality. It was just a starting point. I kept going. And later in life, when I moved to a new country and started my marriage, my feelings became loud again. And I had to pause and connect and listen and learn. So I started reading, journaling, reflecting, and I learned, and I grew. I finally really connected to myself. I learned how to listen to my inner voice, how to trust it, how to really embrace feelings. There is no thinking without feelings. Feelings give you clues that help your thinking. And I learned how also to tame my ego, how to be vulnerable and to tell a story. So now I bring all these skills to the personal narrative genre, and I teach it at George Washington University as a university writing course. So in my class, students start with tiny stories, even 100-word stories. They become 600-word stories, and then after research, they become 3 to 5 minute family films. We call them Not Another Home Movies. And I was hoping I can share some of these really artistic, beautiful, meaningful films today with you. I hope I can miss it. So this is how I started. And so we started with screening these films in the classroom. And just in June, we started accepting submissions from all around the world. So in the classroom, soon we created around 170 films, but with the film festival that will happen in February 20, so far we have around 360 films from everywhere in the world. So this is where we are, and I would love to hear your questions, to know more about you, to keep the conversation going.